Assalamualaikum and very good morning, girls. Alright, so today we are going to continue our discussion on the 8.3 gases exchange in humans. Okay, let's take a look on the learning standards that you have to cover for today. So, there is only one learning standard here. Yeah, communicate about external and internal respiration that refer to the gases exchange between lungs and blood, transport of the respiratory gases from lungs to the tissues, gases exchange between blood and tissues, and the last one is transport of the respiratory gases from tissues to the lung. Okay, that is referred to the learning standard that you have to understand for today. Okay, before we go to the gases exchange, okay, I want you to do or to really understand about the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So when we talk about the gases exchange, you have to explain about the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, first, gas diffusion depends on the partial pressure between two areas. Yeah, okay, I repeat, the gas diffusion depends on the partial pressure difference between two areas. Okay, that is referred to the gas diffusion. Yeah, it depends on the difference of the partial pressure between the two areas. So the gas diffused from an area where its partial pressure is higher to an area where its partial pressure is lower. So which is down a partial pressure gradient. Okay, that is referred to the gas diffusion. So the gas diffusion refer to the diffusion of the gases from an area that have a higher partial pressure to a lower partial pressure area. Or we can say that down a partial pressure gradient. Okay. So before we discuss about the gases exchange, I want you to look at the bigger picture of the blood circulatory system. Yeah, our blood circulatory system consists of our heart and lung, and also that this is referred to the blood vessels. Okay, so gases exchange uh, occur in the two places. Yeah, okay, where are they? First, the gases exchange occur between the lungs and the blood capillaries. Yeah, okay, between the lungs and the blood capillaries, or we can say that the gases exchange occur between the alveolus in the lung. Yeah, okay, why the alveolus? Because alveolus is referred to the respiratory surface. Yeah, respiratory surface of the human, whereby the gases exchange occur in there. Okay, so we are going to discuss the gases exchange between the alveolus and the lung capillaries. Yeah, okay, refer to the blood capillaries surrounded the alveolus. And then the second gases exchange we are going to discuss between the uh, tissues capillary and the body cell. Yeah, okay, between the tissues capillary and the body cell. Okay, so there is referred to the two gases exchange place that we are going to discuss. Okay, please read here. Okay, blood that enters the lungs through the pulmonary artery has a low partial pressure of oxygen and a high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, so the blood that enter into the lungs, yeah, that enter into the lungs here, yeah, through the pulmonary artery, yeah, okay, has a low partial pressure of oxygen. Yeah, why low partial pressure? Because yeah, because the blood is comes from the body cells. Okay, what happened in the body cells? Yeah, body cells carry out cellular respiration, and then it will produce carbon dioxide, and then the carbon dioxide will enter into the capillary and return to the heart, and then will go to the lung. So the blood now we call as deoxygenated blood. So the deoxygenated blood has a low partial pressure of oxygen and high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. And then what happened here? The gases exchange occur here, and then the blood that leave, okay, this one, yeah, the blood that leave the lungs, yeah, through the pulmonary vein here, yeah, through the pulmonary vein here, as a high partial pressure of oxygen and a low partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, so why? Okay, how come the partial pressure of oxygen become higher? Okay, yeah? How come? Because of gases exchange. Yeah, because of the gases exchange occur between the capillaries and also the alveolus. Okay, so I hope you can understand the bigger picture of the blood circulatory system and where is the gases exchange occur. Alright, okay. So this is referred to the diagram of the gases exchange between the alveoli and the capillaries. Okay, later we'll discuss more about that. And I want you to know the picture of the gases exchange. Okay, when the picture comes out like that, yeah, like this, like this. So this is referred to the blood capillaries. Yeah, referred to the blood capillaries that surrounded the alveolus. Yeah, blood capillaries that surrounded the alveolus. And then, okay, as you can see from the diagram here, the arrow. So arrow refer to the blood is comes from the pulmonary artery, which is referred to the deoxygenated blood, whereby the blood has a low partial pressure of the oxygen and high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, and then what happened here? The gases exchange occur, right? And then what happened to the blood? Blood become oxygenated. Yeah, blood become oxygenated, and now the blood that leave the alveolus now has a higher partial pressure of the oxygen and low partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, so let's go. Let's go to discuss how gases exchange occur. Okay, in the lungs, blood that enters the lung capillaries contains a higher partial pressure of carbon dioxide compared to the alveolus. Okay, that is the first point. Yeah, blood that enter the lung capillaries or the blood capillaries contain higher partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, why higher partial pressure? Because it comes from the body tissues that already undergo cellular respiration, right? Okay, make sure you can understand that. Then, the carbon dioxide diffuses out from the lung capillaries and into the alveolus before it is expelled into the atmosphere through the nose and the mouth. Okay, so now the carbon dioxide will enter into the alveolus and then it will be expelled out. Then, at the same time, the partial pressure of oxygen in the alveolus is higher than the lung capillaries. Okay, so what do you mean here? The partial pressure of the oxygen is higher. The partial pressure of oxygen in the alveolus is higher than the lungs capillaries. Okay, and then what happened? The oxygen diffused into the lungs capillaries. Yeah, oxygen diffused into the lung capillaries, and then oxygen combined with hemoglobin. Yeah, combined with the hemoglobin in erythrocytes to form oxyhemoglobin. Yeah, to form the oxyhemoglobin. Okay, alright, okay, that is referred to the diffusion of the oxygen from the alveolus to the lungs capillaries. Okay, just now we already discussed about uh, the diffusion of the carbon dioxide from the lungs capillary, yeah, from the lungs capillary to the alveolus. Okay, so I hope you can understand that, yeah, the gases exchange that occur between the alveolus and the lungs capillaries, yeah, that occurs in the lung. Yeah, that occurs in the lungs. Okay, so now we are going to discuss here. We're going to discuss the gaseous exchange that occur between the body cells and the tissues capillaries. Yeah, okay, between the body cell here. So this is referred to the body cell, and then this is referred to the capillaries. Yeah, okay, tissues capillaries of the blood capillaries. Okay, cellular respiration release carbon dioxide. Okay, we already learned the cellular respiration in the chapter 7. Yeah, the cellular respiration refers to the breakdown of the glucose, right? The breakdown of the glucose to produce carbon dioxide, energy, and water. So now, when the cellular respiration releases carbon dioxide, so it will cause the higher or the high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, yeah, in the cell. Okay, in the cell, then the tissues capillaries. Yeah, okay. So I repeat that when the cellular respiration occur, so the cell will produce, the cellular respiration will produce carbon dioxide. So now the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide in the body cells is higher than the tissues capillaries. And then, okay, what happened to the carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide diffuses out from the body cells into the tissues capillaries and is transported back to the lungs. Okay, so transported back to the lungs, okay, via pulmonary artery. Yeah, just now we already discussed that. Okay, when the blood reach the tissue through the tissues capillary, yeah. So now, when the blood reach the tissue from the tissue capillaries, okay, the partial pressure of oxygen in the blood is higher than that of body cells, yeah, because cellular respiration use oxygen. Okay, oxyhemoglobin, yeah, inside the erythrocyte now breaks down, and oxygen will diffuse from the tissues capillaries to the body cells. Yeah, okay, so it will allow the body cell carry out cellular respiration. Okay, so these are referred to the gases exchange that occur between the body cells and the tissues capillaries. Okay, so I hope you can understand here. Yeah, if you can understand the main concept of the gases exchange that occur between the body cells and the tissues capillaries. Okay, next we go to the transport of the carbon dioxide in the blood circulatory system. Okay, how does the carbon dioxide transported in our blood circulatory system? Okay, carbon dioxide is transported in three ways. Okay, 70% is carried in the form of the bicarbonate ion. In the form of the bicarbonate ion. So this is referred to the chemical form, of the bicarbonate ion, HCO3 negative. Yeah. And then 23% carbon dioxide combined with the hemoglobin inside the erythrocyte, to form carbaminohemoglobin. Yeah, only 23%. And another 70% is dissolved and carried as carbonic acid. Right? Yeah, so 70% is dissolved in the blood. Okay, so there is referred to the three ways of the carbon dioxide is transported in our blood. Okay, the transport of carbon dioxide from body cells to tissues capillary. So, how does the carbon dioxide is transported from the body cells? Yeah, from the body cells to the tissues capillary. Yeah, carbon dioxide, yeah, released by the body cells bind with water. Yeah, bind with water in the erythrocyte to form carbonic acid. Yeah, to form the carbonic acid. So once the carbon dioxide enter into the blood, so it will bind with the water. Yeah, it will bind with the water in the erythrocyte and form carbonic acid. The carbonic anhydrase enzymes in the erythrocyte catalyze this reaction. Okay, erythrocyte is referred to the red blood cell. Yeah? Make sure you know the erythrocyte is the red blood cell. So inside the red blood cell, there is an enzyme we call as carbonic anhydrase enzymes. So this enzyme will catalyze, the conversion of the carbon dioxide. Yeah, carbon dioxide. Uh, that combine with the water and form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid will break down into bicarbonate ion and hydrogen ion. Yeah, okay. Then the bicarbonate ion diffuse into the blood plasma and is carried to the lungs. Okay, so that is referred to the transport of the carbon dioxide from body cells to tissue to the tissue capillary. Okay, then we go to the transport of the carbon dioxide from lung capillaries to the alveolus. Yeah, the transport of the carbon dioxide from lung capillaries, from the blood capillaries inside the lung to the alveolus. So when the bicarbonate ion in the blood plasma reach the lung capillaries, it diffuses back into the erythrocyte. And then the bicarbonate ion combines again with the hydrogen ion to form carbonic acid. Okay, this process occurs inside the erythrocyte. The carbonic acid then breaks down into carbon dioxide and water. The carbon dioxide diffuses through the lungs capillaries into the alveolus and is expelled during exhalation. Okay, that is referred to the transport of carbon dioxide from the lungs capillaries, from the capillaries to the alveolus, whereby the bicarbonate ion in the plasma that reach to the lung capillaries will diffuse back into the erythrocyte and then combine again with the hydrogen ion and will form carbonic acid, and then carbonic acid break down into carbon dioxide and water, and then the carbon dioxide diffuse out, from the lungs capillary into the alveolus and is expelled during exhalation. Okay, so basically you have to know there are three types or three ways of the carbon dioxide transportation, inside our blood circulatory system. Okay, what are they? 70% is carried in the form of the bicarbonate ions, as we discussed before, and then 23% of carbon dioxide combined with the hemoglobin to form carbaminohemoglobin, and another 7% is dissolved inside the blood. Alright, okay. So I hope you can understand the gases exchange, in the human, and make sure when you want to discuss about the diffusion of the oxygen and carbon dioxide, you have to use the terms of the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. To the terms of the partial pressure of the oxygen and partial pressure of the carbon dioxide when we want to explain about the gases exchange that occur between the capillaries and the alveolus, or the gases exchange that occur between the body cells and the capillaries. Okay, so I hope you can read more and more until you do understand. You do understand the concept of the gases exchange. Alright, okay, so that's all for now. Okay, so stay safe, okay, stay healthy, okay, goodbye.